Hey everybody, it's Steven from Asian Boss. If you read the title of this video and you're wondering what's going on, I'd like to address some accusations that's come to my attention and set the record straight. We also want to make an announcement at the end of this video, so hope you watch the video till the end. First of all, if you've been watching our street interviews from Asia and you happen to be a fan, you mean the world to us, and it's all thanks to you that we're able to keep going. We're still here, still fighting, and we are making a difference. So thank you. Let me reiterate why we do what we do. We want to democratize the media by giving voices to ordinary citizens, bridge cultural gaps, and foster global understanding. Now, why is this so important? Because in this divided, polarized world that we live in, understanding the other side and different perspectives is the only thing that can prevent hate, bigotry, and conflicts on a global scale. I mean, we're seeing it right now with all the wars that are going on, right? So in that respect, you could say we are fighting an uphill battle here. Our focus and dedication to this mission have made us the largest street interview-based YouTube channel in the world. It's an incredible honor and something we are truly grateful for. But unfortunately, this means that we also have a giant target on our back, and we are facing growing vitriol, false accusations, and in my case, multiple death threats. There are completely false rumors that we exploit our volunteers for free labor. In reality, we pay all our contributors as proper freelancers at reasonable or even above market rates in certain countries, and we have tax records and bank transaction history to prove it. Then there's this rumor that we are somehow using fake actors for our street interviews, which is incredibly disrespectful to our reporters who have to stand on the streets pretty much all day long, and they're lucky if they can get 10 sets of people on any given day. At first we were like, where are people getting this idea? Then we realized that there are a lot of street interview channels now who copy what we do and even our exact topics, but they pre-arrange their interviews and make it look like it's a random street interview. Of course, they're free to do whatever they want, but because of this persistent rumor that we are using actors to give fake answers, we even had to implement a system where our videographers have to capture all the behind the scenes of our reporters randomly approaching and getting rejected by people on the streets. Of course, for certain topics, like interviewing foreigners or half Japanese people, for example, where we have no choice but to organize people in advance, we'll typically make it clear in our intro that we gathered a group of friends to talk about XYZ, and we don't prep them by giving them the questions in advance. For our street interviews, we never, ever give anyone questions in advance. Full stop. After the interview, we get all of our interviewees to give proper consent, both in verbal and written format. But guess what? Even after all that, our street interviews are still intentionally biased because not everybody we approach to randomly doesn't magically give us the most balanced perspectives. It's like every video, every answer, and every subtitle of ours would get scrutinized under microscope, and we are pretty much held to the higher standards than the giant corporate or state-sponsored media outlets like CNN and BBC with billions of dollars in their annual budget, just because we're not in every city in every Asian country, interviewing over 100 people for a single topic for proper sample size. And if we cannot report from the Middle East or Central Asia, that's because of our hidden political agenda, or we just want to make certain countries look bad. What these people fail to understand is that the more they try to take us down or cancel us, the more they threaten us, the more determined we become. We will not stop or give in. We are doing something that's never been even attempted by the legacy media, and still no other media outlets are doing what we are doing. But that makes sense because in order to remain objective, we cannot even monetize or get simple sponsorship deals for most of our street interviews, especially when it comes to sensitive social issue related topics. That's why we created our own membership platform, AsianBoss.io, because we wanted to go truly grassroots and join forces with those who get our vision. We already have around 1,000 members who enjoy our ever-expanding library of exclusive content beyond street interviews, and they get to have a say in the content creation process. Make no mistake, we're on track to become the leading go-to source for real news from Asia, and our content will only continue to evolve and diversify. We already have amazing members from all over the world who remind us that what we do is meaningful. But to make a bigger impact and reach critical mass, we need to do more. And you are the answer. So, here's our goal. We need to reach at least 10,000 members to expand our coverage of Asia, interview more experts, and make a greater social impact that you can be a part of. You know, one of the reasons why you don't see anyone else doing what we are doing in Asia, serving a global audience, is because Asia is so fragmented. This makes it really difficult to find and interview interesting people, including experts and industry leaders who often don't even speak English. That's precisely why we need to invest heavily in training and translation to ensure accuracy and avoid accusations of bias. For your information, subtitling hour-plus conversations can easily cost over $1,000 because we use translation companies with multiple reviewers to avoid being accused of deliberately misleading subtitles. We basically have zero room for error. So unless we can reach a significant number of members, it'll become very difficult for us to continue producing all these videos. So if you can join us and be a part of this powerful community of critical thinkers and innovators, I'm telling you, we can go head to head with the giant corporate media and the establishment. Let me just walk you through some of the additional benefits we've added to our current membership experience. Number one, if you become a member, you will get access to our newly created private Discord server where you can directly message and interact with other community members. Being a part of this private chat group will allow you to ask questions to both our current and former reporters, like Hiroko from Japan. Additionally, you can connect with local members to meet up in person and build lasting friendships. Number two, if you become a VIP member, I will personally jump on a Zoom call with you every month to answer your questions and offer insights and advice on whatever you have questions about. Number three, it's been a long time coming, but we are finally in the process of creating our own merch line, and anyone signing up for our VIP membership will receive free merch when we are ready to ship them out. Number four, as soon as we hit 10,000 members, we'll be holding an offline event in Seoul, South Korea, where our VIP members will be able to attend for free. We'll be making more announcements in due course, so stay tuned. Look, in the end, you might see us as just another source of entertainment that's not really worth paying for. I get it, but you know what? We'll still continue to provide high-quality street interviews regardless. In fact, stay tuned for our upcoming street interviews from China, where we ask people about their perception of the US. You know, we're really pushing boundaries here without any government license in China, for example. So rest assured that we're not being funded by the Chinese government or the CIA or Bill Gates. No, we want to be powered by you, the people. So here's the deal. If you don't trust mainstream news anymore and want accurate information at least about Asia from an independent media source funded by people like you, join AsianBoss.io. If you want to meet like-minded individuals who are curious about the world and want to make a real difference, join AsianBoss.io. If you consider yourself part of the silent majority who just want to live in peace, lift each other up, and see humanity thrive, you need to join AsianBoss.io. We are so close to either going totally broke or starting a media revolution. So if we can reach 10,000 members in 1 month, and that's the timeline here, I will even personally start traveling throughout Asia to highlight the most important issues and help those in need. Just like how we raised over $1 million to help alleviate elderly poverty in South Korea, teenage moms in the Philippines, educate children living in an Indian slum. As a matter of fact, we just helped change the law for single fathers in South Korea to be able to register their children and get financial support from the government, which was only possible with the support of our global community. Just imagine how much more we can achieve with over 10,000 members. For example, we could create compelling, in-depth documentaries from Asia about serious issues like child sex trafficking and slavery in countries like Thailand, and possibly even save some of these children. Would you trust us to do that? If you do, join us in our journey, and let's get this done. Thank you so much for listening. I appreciate you all, and as always, stay curious.